All right, now it's time for this gorgeous cuff. This is the Legacy Woven Textured Cuff Bracelet. You're getting 18.5 grams of solid sterling silver. This was originally $286. Now it is $239.98. 5 easy payments of $48 today. Simple details create a stunning impression. There's so much quality and craftsmanship built inside this cuff. You can stack it, you can wear it on its own. It was originally priced at $286, but now you're bringing it home for $239.98. 5 easy payments of $48. We have extra small, which is 6 1/4, up to extra large, which is 8 1/4. So you're getting anywhere between 18.5 grams to 22 grams of solid sterling silver. And my favorite element to this bracelet is the fact that, oops, the other side, sorry, this is hard to do, is there is a hinge. So it's so easy then to take on and off. J448148. Okay, let's talk about the legacy texture, because this is new, right?
Yes, brand new texture just introduced this month. And so we introduced our first ever hand woven bracelet, and it is beautiful, and there's so much artistry and history behind it. And what we wanted to do to complement that hand woven texture was give you a structured texture that we could now apply to all different, formats and different designs. And so that's what we did with this. We mimicked that hand woven texture and developed it in a way that now we can put it on a cuff, and in a very wearable cuff. Like sometimes, like with cuffs, they're a little bit larger or thicker, which is beautiful, but this is something that you can stack easily with all of your other pieces. You can wear alone and it's going to be great, but it's in this new and fresh texture that is, it's oxidized, it has dimension, like when you run your fingers across it, but it's also like a little subtle and quiet. So it's just this really, really beautiful cuff that I'm just so happy that we were able to, add to our family of textures.
Yeah, I want to remind everyone too, when you're shopping, Jay, you're shopping fine designer jewelry that comes so beautifully packaged. So if you are shopping for someone you love or just shopping for yourself, what you're bringing home is so exquisitely packaged when it arrives at your door. $48 brings it home. And Angela, I love the cuff on its own. I paired it with my watch that I wear all the time, and it stacks so beautifully next to my watch.
It does. And if you're looking for something like to put on your wrist that's a little bit more structured, this cuff is really great for that, because it allows you to play with other pieces that you have maybe in your jewelry case, like without committing to something super large. But like it's really important when you're creating your perfect stack, or you're looking for different pieces that you want to have. Like maybe you already have a few beaded bracelets and a few loose chains, and you're just looking for something that's going to create a really beautiful impact. And this does exactly that with beautiful solid sterling silver. Like I do want to remind you, when it comes to our cuffs and our bangles, these are solid, they're not hollow. So they're going to feel really, really nice. You're going to feel the weight of them, and they're never going to misshape either, which, like I know can happen a lot of times, like especially with cuffs that don't have a hinge design. You're constantly like opening and closing it.
That hinge is completely invisible too. This is where I'm like, Jay, I feel like you guys trained at Hogwarts, because there's like magic inside. You are just surrounded by that exquisite texture all around. And I want to remind everyone, this comes in sizes. Small has been super popular so far, but we have everywhere from an extra small, which is at 6 1/4, to a small, which is 6 3/4, average, which is 7 1/4, large, which is 8. We're going to pop up that size chart, and extra large, which is 8 1/4, which I love that you've got that really inclusive sizing. So it really is that popular wearable cuff for absolutely everyone. And that hinge, Angela, it makes it so easy to get on and take off as well.
So easy to take on and off, and I just love how the design isn't compromised. So it's not like where the closure is.
No,
it simply just looks like it, like there is no hinge. It is seamless. That legacy woven texture just keeps on going, and I love that you can wear this like both ways. Like you can wear this with that little opening in the front if you want, or you could tuck that away in the back. So I just think cuffs are a really great like staple to have have in your jewelry wardrobe. And something like this texture can just tie back to so many pieces.
Oh, I'm so glad you pointed that out, that like wearing it open on the front is also really elegant and
doesn't that
sexy.
look nice?
I think that is really, really beautiful. You're bringing it home today for a $48 easy pay. I want to remind you what Angela told us earlier. Part of the reason we love Jay is this is not a hollow bangle. This is solid sterling silver. You're bringing home between 18.5 to 22 grams of solid sterling silver, depending on that size. But this price goes up in 1 hour and 12 minutes. If you want the extra small or extra large, it is very last call. This was $286, now it's $239.98. 5 easy payments, $48 today. You can visit us on QVC.com to complete your order. You can tap that QVC app, or you can always give us a call here on QVC2. Call us at 1-800-500-7590. This item number is J448148.